Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. We're back with Xbox Beast File. Like I said, it was supposed to be BGST, but hey, not my fault. You know, let me share this out too. Also too, I didn't get my night bots and everything up and working. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing but time on my hand right now. Literally, not more time. I get my night bots, get my new Twitter link. I'm laid up in a diabetic coma somewhere. I didn't even know I knew my Twitter was shut down. They ain't got no respect for the law, no respect for the police. Let me mute myself in the back. Let me go to my Twitch. Let me mute myself in the back. Right. As you guys come in, you guys would be so kind is to hit the like button. We got a little funny here today. Where we at? Right here. Wrong. Where's the right here? No, here we go. Right here. Do Sony. Mute myself. Join us. Mute myself here. Here we go. Right there. Moss, what's going on, brother? Moss, talk to me, man.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
What's going on with you, good brother? How you been?
I've been good, man. Hey, look, I was talking to Nethos. I don't know if there's some us shit going on, but I saw your stream earlier, and you was like, damn, I was playing division with Moss, and I walked into the division. We about to play Sea of Thieves, man.
You ain't lying, bro. Hey, you know what's crazy? Sit back, and I didn't even realize today was, you say April Fool's Day or whatever, April 1st, whatever. Yeah. And people don't know how true some parts of their video is. They have no idea.
Exactly. Facts.
Hey, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? But other than that, what's going on with you, good brother? Like I said, I've been away for going on 2 weeks. Did you try the Mortal Kombat beta by chance, or
no? I did, man. I've been enthralled in that division, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got my first donation, man, so I'm sticking with the division.
Oh man, hold on. Who we got? Listen, we in the chat, my man. Rafe, I'm back. Rafe, the bully, man. 84. Shout out to you, man. You guys, like I said, you come in, day 341. As you guys come in, you be so kind is to hit the share button. Put it out on Twitter. Like I said, I haven't done anything literally in about 2 weeks, and I was laid up. You know what I mean? I've been laid up. Go for has done 50 bits. My man, go fun. My leg is broken 3 different places, man. So literally, I ain't got nothing but time on my hand. Well, literally on my hand, on my side. I mean, so we gonna get some streams, some gaming. Other than that, okay. Well, like I said, Neff, you did good, brother.
Yo.
Yeah. You also
people, what's good, panel? And resting here on my PC, playing some Apex, get my ass kicked. Only have 2 W's, man. These PC players, they're different. They're different from Xbox players.
They're different breed. Hold on, my brother AP the shooter. What's up? Hey, AP, listen here, man. Red dot on me. I can't believe the pussy niggas trying to pull a pock on me. I'm back though, man. My shout out to my brother AP the shooter, man. Yeah, I'm here, man. I missed the hell of you guys, my man. Go see Mr. Listen, man, I was like literally watching being laid up in hospital, was like being laid up in jail, man. Like watching paint dry, bro. I had them. When I say the ugly nurses on duty, poking me every hour, man. You know what I mean? Literally. You know what I mean? Hold up, Big Beans was good. Hold up, you can see AP the shooter. You can see him.
Yeah, Big Holman, glad to see you. Glad you hit me up. Blessings and heal up. And now on to the foolery and fuckery.
Yeah, you know we rocking. We rocking. And my man, go. Thank you for the 50 bits. I appreciate it. Also too. Actually, let me get this on my screen. I'm a little rusty, like I said, man. I haven't done one of these things in so long. It feel like forever, man. It feel like forever. Yeah. It felt like forever. But like I said, I've been away for about going on 2 weeks. Hey, what's going on, Rafiza? So a lot has transpired within the last 2 weeks, literally. Just about almost a week and a half. What's been the word or the talk around the gaming community? What have I missed? Is anybody going pony bot? What's NPDs? Like, fill me. You guys got to fill me in.
Yeah, that NPD. Look, man, the NPD ain't had its impact no more. I guess because the Nintendo weirdos been knocking it out the box. They won again last month too, man.
Oh, they won again?
Yeah, the thing, and we're gonna get into it. I don't know if Neefles would agree, but to me, the state of Sony. Like Sony's still the king, but the state of the changes that they're going through. Like I think at everybody like. With their eyebrow raised like The Rock, like, yo, what's going on here? Why they doing this? I got my own theories, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know what Nethos think.
Okay. I'm gonna add something to that too myself because he says maybe Sony's getting cocky again. I know they had the showing. I'm hearing not. How you say, not good things about the show. We can get into that.
Just look at the like to dislike ratio.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you got that going for. But what are your thoughts? Like I said, as far as the MPD, to be honest with you, to me, I don't think that the MPDs doesn't have as much weight. It wasn't because this generation is over. It's over. There's no. I don't care if Microsoft comes out then win 1 month. It's a wrap. I don't care what that was. Is Crap still up? What's Crap now? Crap, he switch every day. He pony, Xbox, whatever the case may be. This generation is over.
Cures cancer.
Yeah, whatever the case may be. This generation is over. So, I mean, as far as like the MPD having, the ones, that they big deal. That's going to pick up again next year, 2020, when new consoles are here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as that, of course, all the Nintendo's exclusive, they're going to knock it out of the park. They're going to do what they do. You know what I mean? So far as that, is Sony, I'm sorry, has Nintendo released anything? Did I miss for sure?
Nethos will know about this.
Yeah,
he's
I got the Switch, but I don't give a fuck about Nintendo releases. I gotta keep it real with you. Whatever they probably released, I'm good on.
But facts, no, they're coming out with a Nintendo Pro like thing. They're coming out with a
yeah. Apparently, they're going to be releasing 2 new models of the Switch. They might be releasing a Switch Mini, which I'm surprised that the Switch can get even smaller than how it is already. Like, if you get the Switch in real life, you'll be blown away how tiny the tablet really is. And then apparently they're going to make a Switch Pro. Might be the same size, maybe it'll be a little bit bigger, but it's supposed to be more powerful. So I'm guessing maybe they'll make it about equivalent to a PS4 or base Xbox One consoles. That's my guess.
Listen, you got me raising my eyebrows there. If I can get here's the thing, I'll give you an example, right? I was just laid up in the hospital about a week, right? Literally.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about gaming whatsoever. Like, I'm being honest with you. That didn't really cross my mind. But to have something like the powers of PS4 on the go, or to be able to take your existing PlayStation library or your Xbox library, with the same console, like graphics on the go, to me, that's a little intriguing. I will still have that probably walking around the house if I ever were to, do that. But my thing is, as far as Nintendo, they don't get the multi-plats. If they do get them, it's not the same thing. They're extremely, watered down. You know what I mean?
You do have a point there because, Mortal Kombat may be coming to the Switch, but for whatever reason, even though people got to play the Switch version, Nintendo refused to let them record the footage. If that isn't suspicious, I don't know what is.
Yeah, they didn't
let them record any of the footage.
Well, yeah, I mean, the word around town is that this new Nintendo is going to be more powerful. They're now trying to get past the power narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like how we talk about Baron playing with 26p resolution. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the word is that with this newer Switch, a rumor is kind of like with some of the Nintendo handhelds. A lot of the newer games you're not going to be able to play on the older Switch. You're going to have to play on the newer Switch because they're going to be more powerful. That's another rumor floating out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see, bro. Very interesting to see.
I'm scratching my head. Like, you know what I mean? Nintendo, I'll give the credit. They have things locked down when it comes to their exclusive wise. Not for me, but they, you have to give credit where credit's due. Their exclusives sell well, right?
Hold on, not to cut you off, Z. I'm sorry, but we big ups to, speaking of power narrative, big ups to Neverland in the chat. Golly, where you been at? Hey, bro, got like 50 pilots of Xbox One X's in his lawn, man. Big up to Neverland. Golly.
Yeah. Oh, my man. Yeah, my man Neverland on a fixed income, bro. He gonna get the X again when Gears 5 come out. But as I was saying, before as Nintendo's a kill. To me, here's the thing. Before Nintendo, we switch topics here. To me, their Achilles heel has always been their policies, You know what I mean? I just, even the way they're going online, you need a voice chat code and this and like it's just weird. It's just different. You know what I mean? So they've always had that before as me. And like I said, and when Nintendo always want to be the parent in everyone's home. You know what I mean? Like I let me be the parent in my home. You know what I mean? If I don't want my kids talking to X, Y, and Z, let me be the bearer of bad news. No, I don't want you playing online. I don't want just. It's just always been weird when it comes to that. Now, Nintendo has always bumped into this issue where as far as they make their hardware for them. What I mean by that, you have Sony and Microsoft who consults with third party, right? They go to, hey, Activision, this is what we're working on. What you guys think? You guys have new engines, yada, yada, yada. Nintendo doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? They've been doing the same two-step forever. You know what I mean? This is what we got. Can your shit work on it? If it can't, fine. Fuck, it is what it is. You know what I mean? As long as I knew Mario, you know what I mean? Like, when did the last time you ever heard of a Nintendo come out with a next-generation graphics engine? That's not their stickler. You know what I mean? And it works for them. They have carved themselves a unique ecosystem where they can exist in their own world, and it works for them. Now, Microsoft and Sony, they don't really have that privilege. You know what I mean? Because again, if you look at some of the look, everyone's playing with Mortal Kombat this weekend. I was on my deathbed, got here and got to sample some of that goddamn Mortal Kombat, and my God. And you know what I mean? And like, listen, if somebody was to told me that was on a next generation console, I'm like, oh, this is next generation. Oh, woo. I'm still able to achieve this on 7, 8 year, with 6-year hardware. Blew my mind. You know what I mean? So far as you know what I mean, it wouldn't be surprised me if Nintendo does this. You know what I mean? Because they've done that, released more powerful 3DSs. You know what I mean? They've done that in the past. Nintendo, and again, and unless they went back on, if I'm not mistaken, Nintendo said this wasn't a successor to the 3DS. Unless they say, you know what, the thing is selling so well. No more 3DS. This is going to be the 3DS for us, like going forward. That can be an issue also. You know what I mean? They first initially said this is not the successor to the 3DS, and we're still going to come out with the successor to the 3DS. But I don't think Nintendo expected Nintendo Switch to sell as great as it has. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's on par with the PS4, maybe even doing a little bit better. I'm not really sure on the statistics on that, but we have to face the reality here. I think Nintendo, like you said, they were so inspired by the Switch that. You know what? They just might make a Switch Mini, and then for the 3DS people... Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Keep talking, not me.
Oh, keep talking. Okay. Yeah, and they're going to make a Switch Mini, and for those 3DS people who want to, get their new Pokemon game, because that's the big game for Nintendo, they're going to just buy the Switch Mini, right? Yeah. For like, what, $200, $150?
Well,
probably $200 because it's a Switch.
Did you hear too, Nethos, that the Switch Mini is not going to be, you can't dock it?
Yeah, exactly. So it sounds like a 3DS basically, or like a 2DS. That's what it sounds like to me. I might have to mute Z. Yeah, I think that's what's going to probably have to happen because at the end of the day, the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch crowd, they are. Fuck it, I forgot what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Moss.
Oh no, I got it muted. So yeah, no, man, the Nintendo Switch crowd, they do that. They're used to giving the hardware switch and have it powered up in a newer iteration, and then you can't play newer games on the older iteration. So that to me that's fascinating to even see Nintendo get into the power narrative, but that whole dynamic could mesh with the whole Xbox Live, bringing their games to the Nintendo Switch. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Z could have used the Nintendo Switch, but his ass was sitting there laying in that bed next to his drawers in the bag. But so I mean,
Nintendo's known to do this. Like if you look at the 3DS models, there's a 3DS and then there's the new 3DS. That's what they literally call it, the new 3DS, and they can play some extra games. So the idea of a more powerful Switch being able to handle multiply games, maybe running Ark Survival Evolve at a decent performance, like we saw how that looks like. Nintendo needs that. And if you can have a PS4, let's just pretend it could be a PS4 on the go. You know what? That's actually kind of cool. Imagine like 1080p, 60 FPS on certain games on the go. You know what? That is kind of a win. Doom at 60 FPS on the go is kind of cool. Exactly. I can't even front on that. And honestly, I have the Switch right now, and I kind of like it. Yeah. Like, I like the idea of, I'm able to go around. I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and actually I am enjoying that game. and to be able to play it on the go, it is pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm playing it on my TV. Oh, I gotta go to the next room over. I grab my, the Joy-Cons or whatever. You put it on the fucking tablet and you take it with you. That's just revolutional.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. Nethos, help me. Maybe I'm connecting dots where they don't exist. But that's the lore of the Nintendo Switch. You got hardcore guys busting out of their overalls trying to play Nintendo Switch because of that portability. Yeah. So if that portability is cool for the Nintendo Switch, why is people all in the uproar when it comes to the more AAA games? Like, wouldn't you want to carry them with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like for instance, people got Diablo for the hardcore consoles, but then they also bought Diablo for the Nintendo Switch. Why would you buy for both unless you wanted a portable Diablo? So why can't you imagine buying Diablo one time on your AAA console and then being able to stream it and take it with you? I don't see why.
That's what I always brought up when like Alex makes fun of the Switch or whatever. I think he's back. Let me unmute him.
I'm back.
I told him, hey Alex, didn't you buy the Switch? Like, think about it. The people who are making fun of the streaming shit, and like, who wants to play games on the go? When I'm out there, I'm doing other shit. But then all of you guys go and buy the Switch. Aren't you guys praise the Switch? See, like, oh look, it's coming on the MPD. Portability's a big aspect to these fucking things.
Fuck all that.
The Switch is a
portable. Who that, Mash? Yo.
What up?
That's Mash's dog shit ass.
Yeah, right. So fuck all that. These motherfuckers who are complaining, talking about when I'm outside, I'm doing other shit, are the same motherfuckers who complaining about having to go outside because their internet's out.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Like, y'all motherfuckers is whining about, oh my god, the internet's out, I can't play games. Now I have to go outside. You're whining about that, but saying also that you don't want to play games outside. Make up your motherfucking minds. Like, y'all just sound like whiny bitches on both sides of this equation. That's all it is.
Here's a question, right? Now, you guys, I'm hearing, and I'm reading some of the comments here. Sony had their, what's it called?
State of garbage. I mean, play.
Oh, all right. Okay. Now, listen. Sony has this thing, right? And according to some diehard Sony guys said Sony's not going to do it anymore, where they get big head pause, where they get cocky, right? Was this show their treehouse? Was this show their inside Xbox? Was it just that bad? And Sony said, you know what? We're Sony. You know, our fest is going to... What was so bad about the show?
Do I want to take it? No, I'm gonna go ahead and take it, man.
I'm gonna start because it's gonna be bad. So the first part was they tried to make it seem like it would be something, when it in fact was just a YouTube video they could have just put out and announced. Instead it was, hey, it's out, go watch it. It would have got praise. Like, I guarantee, had they not announced it on Friday and let it build up for the weekend, like, hey, we're not having the E3, we're not having PSX. We're not doing anything this year that you know of except for State of Play. Had they not did that, it wouldn't be so universally what the fuck. If they had just put it out on Monday and be like, hey, here's a sizzle reel for some upcoming PS4 and PSVR games, it would have got praised. I guarantee it. But they intentionally tried to let their fanboys build up. Because you saw all them tweets that was like, what if PlayStation comes out here and announces E3 level stuff this day? All those same motherfucking people are the ones talking about, what were you expecting? Bitch, the same shit you were. Yeah. You put out all those tweets that said, the polls that said they're gonna announce these 4 games. You put out those fucking polls. I saw that shit. You try to act like you didn't. You expected greatness, right? And you didn't get it. If they had just said, hey, go watch this video on Monday, nobody would be talking shit about it. But they announced it on Friday in order to build up hype, in order to build up anticipation for this one thing they're doing this year. They
promoted the whole event on Twitter and everything.
Right. For this one thing they're doing this year. They're not doing E3. They haven't announced PSX. They haven't announced anything else but State of Play. That's it.
Yeah.
So no matter what you do, saying I'm not doing anything else but this one thing, and then that one thing is, you're going to get the hands. It's that simple.
I just want y'all to know before I let my bro Nethos go, MM2K gets screen captured all this shit.
What?
All y'all saying fucktards that was out there, you know what I'm saying, that said, Sony don't need no E3. And y'all turned around when this State of Poop Soup came out, and y'all was angry. Man, what the fuck was that? What was that? I got all the screen caps. I got them all. I can't wait. It's going to be a wonderful collage. Go ahead, Nico. My bad.
Oh, man. Just want to give a shout out to Alex Escobar in the chat saying, fuck you, because I brought up that shit. Alex, I remember you were like, hey, I was playing my Switch in court. That shit was cool. I don't forget, motherfucker.
I taught Neth well the ways of fucking. I taught him well.
But, shit, what were we talking about? The state of play. Yeah, state of play. I'll say this. I went into that event thinking of an Inside Xbox. That was my expectations. And because it beat that, that's the only reason I'm not hating on it. Because it was slightly better than Inside Xbox.
You know
I'm not
sad?
overly disappointed, but they don't have an E3, so I don't know. I guess that is kind of bad.
The only thing that made it better than Inside Xbox was the format. The fact that the only thing you can say good about it was the format was better than Inside Xbox is fucking sad. It was about games, and the best thing you can say about it was the format's better than Inside Xbox.
Well, let me say this. Let me throw this in there. Let me play devil's advocate for the Xbox out here. Give y'all a little hope. You know what I'm saying? Look, I think both formats used by PlayStation and Microsoft, I think they're the right formats for what they're trying to accomplish. Like, for instance, Microsoft is trying to show you why being part of their ecosystem is the cool thing to do as a gamer. Sony was just trying to show you, hey, look, we still got games, a variety of games coming. We ain't going to sit here and do all this cyber babble. We just going to show you shit. The problem was on both sides, they both fucked it up so bad that they didn't do what they were supposed to. The format was horrible. So I don't know who's directing these shows. I don't know who's the producer of shows. They need to get off the coke and hire some real people to do the shit.
Wait. Okay, here's because I was laid up somewhere literally with a thermometer rammed down my throat. Pause, right? Yeah. Was the show what they showed was horrible? What was bad about the show?
Mortal Kombat. The best thing that they showed, even Days Gone is coming out. Like, okay, they showed a little bit of it, and they showed it that, hey, you know, it's still on track. But that still was like, you know what I'm saying? They showed an Iron Man game that looked like what?
Yeah, let's talk about the Iron Man game real quick, because I took an L on that. So, Z, remember when Inside Xbox showed off Spartan Assault for Dave and Buster's? Yeah. And that shit was an Insta-L? Yeah. Imagine that, but even worse somehow. Yeah, they showed off this Iron Man VR game, and that sounds so fucking cool. But then when you saw the gameplay, you realize this is like some Dave and Buster's type shit right here. On rails. It wasn't good.
Okay, all right, let me see.
Real quick. To MM2K's point. Inside Xbox is trash. It's fucking garbage. It's absolutely fucking horrible. It's they need to shut the fuck up. PlayStation, they need to do what Nintendo and State of Trash does. Just talk about the fucking games. Hire the same lady from The Division 2 trailer.
Ice or something, right?
Yeah. Hire her to do the fucking talk throughs and call this shit a day. Stop trying to make all these old motherfuckers look young.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Inside Xbox is cringy because they be having Major Nelson and AC Bongo. These motherfuckers are 50. These motherfuckers are 50, and they're like, "Hey, the cool new hip." You has anybody seen that fucking video where it's like a bunch of news anchors trying to use like
damn, man, that's why you he said that's Inside Xbox.
Hey, no. Remember when
somebody mean that?
Remember when they did the Fresh Prince shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that fucking rap! Oh, that was bad. But that's my problem with Inside Xbox. I can get over the content because they do a show every month. I can get why you don't have shit to talk about, especially if you're on Xbox. But my problem is, it's the format they do it in. You have Larry in white gloves. You have him making music videos. You have shit like that. That's why I can't stand the show.
But bro, imagine that format, but instead of old ass Larry and shit with the Metamucil, that they had Kevin Pereira, Attack of the Show, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Adam Sessler.
I guess it shouldn't be an hour and a half either.
No. It'd be an hour, just for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if you had them. If you had people that have talent that are charming, then yeah, you can extend it. None of them motherfuckers are charming. They don't get that. And so I'm sorry not to be rude to Xbox, but they're not charming. So you can't have uncharming people up there. But let me say this real quick. The problem is and they don't care what we're saying, because what Xbox is trying to sell you more than they're trying to sell you games is they're trying to sell you a community. They want you to say, "Oh, look at us. We're cringy and we're uncomfortable, but it don't matter. We're comfortable in our skin and we're brown, round."
This Iron Man look like dog shit.
Yeah, see, I was using my imagination in the beginning of that video. I was like,
you know what makes us look, you know what makes us look bad? You know what makes us look bad? We just had Anthem, and that suit flying around was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh nah, Sony, not like this.
This is worse than the Spartan Assault.
Yeah,
bruh.
Yeah. Wait. You know I was laid the fuck up in the coma some goddamn way. What's this shit? Kratos was turning damage control in the game.
Yeah. This is why we're making fun of Kratos.
Bruh, thank goodness you ain't come home no sooner and seen this. That shit would have sent you right back.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad.
That's horrible, bruh.
Yeah, that's bad. So you done made way too much money this generation to come up with some shit like this.
That shit is bad.
But look at them dislikes, though, bro.
Yeah, that's not even the state of play shit.
That's not even the whole show. That's just one. That's Iron Man, a Marvel character. Look at them dislikes, though.
Yeah, but okay. Here's a question. Let me ask Mance this question, right? When I alluded to this before, Maya locked me in the room. Before I alluded to this, right? Is this Sony getting cocky again?
No, I don't think so.
Cocky though.
Well, what I mean. Let me choose more. You remember our council's so powerful, TVs can't run it yet, and go get 2 jobs about that. That's Sony again.
Yes, but the difference is then, right? They didn't have a perspective on who their competition was, right? Mm-hmm. So Xbox came in, the original Xbox came in. It was expensive to make, and it didn't really even touch their player base, right? Mm-hmm. So they was like, "Hey, we are the top of the food chain. Do what we say." Mm-hmm. We put Sega out of this bitch. And they was in here before us. Nintendo is dragging along. They got the handhelds, but we got this now. Do what we say. Mm-hmm. So then Xbox came in and just hit them with a quick uppercut. They came out first, and they came out cheaper, and they were performing without having to have the devs overly do things. Mm-hmm. Sony flipped all that on with the PS4, and they beat the shit out of Xbox. Mm-hmm. And that's going to happen into next gen too, because at this point in time, the people are so ingrained in the PlayStation culture. Like the Switch, the worst part about Xbox One to Xbox 360 and PS3 to PS4 was backward compatibility wasn't there at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Backward compatibility when it came in was already an afterthought. People had already bought PS4s. You could have retained some of those Xbox people that you lost to PS4 had they been able to carry over their 360 library. Now PS4 to PS5, they're going to be able to carry over their PS4 library. They're not going to switch back over.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been saying. Thank you.
They're not going to switch back. You lost this fight when you came out and catered to your peripheral that nobody gave a fuck about.
Yeah. Good point. You know what? Speaking on top of all that, because we're talking about compatibility, bring your games forward with you. People also have a fear of an all-digital future because of the recent news of Drive Club completely shutting down. They're taking the game off the store, like the DLC, all that. It's going to be off the PSN store, and the game is basically gone. The servers are gone. You can play maybe the offline mode if there is one, and that's about it. Well, because of that, people are so afraid of this game streaming, this all-digital future, because these developers can essentially just take away your game. But my thing on it is, for every Drive Club, you also have to look at every Forza fucking 2 on the 360. Those servers are still up to this day. You can still play that fucking game. Play it online even.
Where's the thing? Well,
go away.
You have Steam. Steam is digital only, right?
Exactly. And it's been working for how long?
I don't see that as an issue. No, what's great? Well, I guess the player basically, because it did sell well. Well, I guess no one plays it. I think it was Sony's most successful. What's those numbers? Create or whip them goddamn numbers out of nowhere. What was the most successful card selling game this generation or something?
Probably Drive Club, because it was like $20 after a month later or 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I remember that one dirt cheap.
Yeah, it sold really well. But in the long way, I say quote unquote, it had legs. Get AP.
Yeah, AP the shooter. I didn't read it word for word, but like, yeah, I read it.
Basically,
that was you saying, you're afraid of the whole digital future, but at the end of the day, we have Steam and stuff. All those games have been fine for the most part. You have your Xbox as proof. You can play old ass games. Hey, Forza 2, Forza Motorsport 2 is still up.
Well, I guess we can maybe end up before we get out of here, right? Here's the question, right? Why are, console gamers more or less afraid of an all digital future? I don't see this issue.
I don't get it.
Let me interject here. They're not afraid. They're not afraid. Here's what it is. Sony ain't in charge. Sony's not the leader. So because Sony's not the leader, that's why they hate it all of a sudden. I'm serious. It's a bunch of fanboying. If Sony would have took them Gaikai servers and really flew through the roof with them and said, look, this is just an option for your kids, for y'all want to do on the go, and they still continue to do what they're doing with the hardcore console, Sony guys will be loving this shit to high heaven. But because Sony appears to be behind the curve on this, and this is why I think we're seeing a lot of the shit that we're seeing in 2019, because, and Mass can attest to this because he invested in both Microsoft and Sony personally, that the forecast for Sony for 2019 in comparison to 2018 when they broke records, investors was like, eh. So Sony themselves said, look, we blew our load. We really ain't going to make nowhere near what we made in 2018. We got to cut back. That's basically what you're seeing. So I don't know if it's so much cockiness as far as them cutting back. But with that being said, that's what it is. You're seeing a lot of fans. They don't want to lose the argument. You got to understand that the 360 era really traumatized them, just like this era is traumatizing the Xbox. They don't want to lose any argument, and because Sony does not seem to be the forerunner with this streaming shit now, streaming is evil.
I'm not even talking about so much streaming. I was just talking about this. I can't say the last time I went to the store and bought a physical copy. I'm not even talking about streaming. I'm just talking about going and buying an actual physical copy of a game.
But here's my thing about the whole buying your physical game. Even if you have the physical copy of a game like Drive Club, it's no different from having the digital copy of this. They're both useless.
Right. When the server shut down, they're done. It doesn't matter whether you bought.
Yeah, and that's what AP the Shooter's trying to say with his 50 bits. But what if the devs say nope and that's it? They take it down and money gone?
Yes, that happened. Now you own a physical piece of shit as opposed to a digital piece of shit.
But the thing is, that tends to only happen to failures. Like, what successful game shuts down their servers after?
Exactly.
Not too many.
Nigga said, hold up, fam. I want to put that your Pico file. Or read Cali Hey, read my man Cali Rex right here. He says, next gen gamers don't want to. Read that for me. You see it?
Cali Rex. Was that way up there or something?
Yeah, it says here. Gamers don't want. I said
next gen gamers don't want to lose the ability to actually own games. That's what it is. As casuals, people like to own games. It's no fanboy stuff. That's why people don't really like online only.
Yeah, but that's why I brought up the example of Drive Club. If you have the physical copy, it's still useless.
It's still useless, right? So you owning something that you can't play physically versus you having it digitally means nothing if they're both useless copies. Like, that's the problem, is that no matter how you do it, it all comes down to whether or not the servers are up, and you have no control over that on either side of that spectrum. Like, people are like, all right, so I need to buy this game physically, or I need to buy this game for whatever XYZ purpose. But they're the same people who buy cell phone games. You don't own none of that shit. But you spend $100 in Fortnite Mobile. You don't own that shit at all. You bought a bunch of cosmetics. You don't own any of that.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, even with digital copies, if it's a single player game only, all you gotta do is disconnect from the internet and you can still play it. The only thing on that disc is a license. I don't think people don't understand that. You don't own shit. You just you either get the license on a physical medium, or you could get it via software. It's the same thing.
Right. The only difference is you put one in your console.
I'm trying to bring up the whole offline thing. We're telling you, if you own the game physically or digitally, all you could do was the offline feature. Now, the streaming thing, maybe that can be an issue because they can take that off the store and then you have no choice.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't touch it at all.
Yeah, you can't. Well, or you can't. Well, if you're streaming it,
Yeah,
I don't want to say
that. Yes, you can't buy the game digitally anymore. You have to buy it physically. But if you had it downloaded prior, it's the same shit.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Cali, man, I don't know, bro. I just don't like game cases. Yeah. Maybe at the start of the next generation, I might get a few, see what the new box art looks like. But I'm man, bro. I like to sit down and let my game unlock.
No, you brought up the perfect example with Steam, though. How long has Steam been working?
Yeah.
And then I get it. It's two different demographics. With that being said, like me, I'm old school. I can relate to where Porter Rock's coming from, where he probably got discs all over the place. He's stepping and falling every 5 minutes.
Stand that shit.
That's how I was. But when I bought the copy of The Division, I thought to myself, I said, hold on, I don't want this disc. I went and traded the motherfucker back for a digital copy.
Yeah.
You know?
Bruh, this is how I know I definitely don't need no physical copies of nothing. So my wife wants to play The Division, and she only plays it on console. So I gotta play it on trash ass Xbox, right?
Yes.
And so I bought the digital copy. Thank God. Because last night it was like 2:00 in the morning. Mm-hmm. We doing like one of them last missions, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets kicked off. Literally, the boss was one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I threw a grenade. I know this motherfucker died, and then everybody got kicked off. When we got back in, we was in a fucking safe house. I would have snapped that disc in fucking half. I would have snapped that bitch in half with no remorse. With no remorse.
And then the game share thing too. That's why I did it, because I wanted my son to play.
Crazy good.
I wanted my son to play it. I got an Xbox down in the kids' room, so I wanted him to play when he came over. And I was like, well, I'm not buying 2 copies of this motherfucker. So I went and got the digital copy. So I game share on the console downstairs, and he could play on that one while I'm playing upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't as evil as y'all make it out.
Xbox Live and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely serious. I think did we cover anything? You want to talk about? Did we cover everything? Did we cover everything?
You know what? Can we throw something out there real quick?
Throw it out there.
I want to talk about this motherfucking Borderlands, man. I want to talk about this Borderlands.
Hey, what's going on with Borderlands? What's going on?
Oh, shit.
Hey, look.
What's going on with Borderlands?
I want to talk about when the original idea came out. I want to talk about when the original idea came out in 1972. No, facts. I just want to say this to my Borderlands people, because you're talking to a cat that for Borderlands 2, I was there at the midnight launch. I was there with my daughter, and she almost got my ass whooped because she kept calling the Borderlands characters Mass Effect characters, and the nerds was getting angry. I get that y'all like this story of Handsome Jack and Claptrap. Y'all think is charming, but let me just say this to y'all. After Borderlands 1, here's what you got. You got a Borderlands 2 that was full of story, but the gameplay was watered down. You got an Aliens Colonel Marines where the dumb motherfuckers that were coding the game put an extra A in the word tether, so it said tether, and the aliens didn't work right. You got a Duke Nukem that was a piece of shit, all right? And then you got what Bulletstorm Enhanced that only 3 people and your grandma bought. And then you had Gearbox set up a showing of their biggest game to date, which is Borderlands 3, and they did it on a computer that played media player. You know what I'm saying? A 4K. That is if y'all have any faith in Gearbox and y'all think Borderlands 3 is going to be the hype, y'all are the dumbest motherfuckers in the Northeast Atlantic. I'm telling you right now, don't fall for this hype. Put the Borderlands 3 on the back burner. The new Borderlands is going to be Rage 2. I just had to get that off my chest.
Oh, shit. Yeah, just wait for the gameplay, see how it goes out. Judge it for yourself, right? And speaking about Borderlands, you could talk about Borderlands 1, Moss, because I'm getting an enhancement for free on the PC at least.
It's the shooter.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and AP the shooter with the 50 bits. Mass, I feel you. I tossed a PS1 out the window when I was young because that bitch froze and I ain't have a memory card. Game and all, laughing my ass off.
Bruh, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I have broke many a Call of Duty disc. I think I bought Black Ops 2 3 times.
Damn.
Shit.
I think I bought
B.
that 3 times.
King B to the panel members, please don't let Z bet any money on that broke FN bum D. We all know he will pay the bet in Steam coupons, if at all. And, Dave 3 with the 50 bits. Careful with Borderlands. That's all time. Wait, what?
That's my all time shit.
That's my shit.
Borderlands 1 was that
shit right there.
Meatball.
Yeah, Borderlands 1 is the best out of the series, period. And now that it's getting 4K updates free on PC, and then even the Game of the Year edition that allows 4-player co-op has all the DLC, and they sit there adding extra shit, I think it's worth it even for $30, even for an old-ass game.
And what I will say is thanks GameShare, buddy, because of GameShare, I have this shit.
Hey, hold on. Hey, listen, man. I'm back here crying, man. Literally. I got to tell you, I'm handicapped, y'all. Hey, yo, I can't sit down. I can't stand up. I'm back this bitch going through it, yo. Oh, God. F2 Brute. F2 Brute. Yo, what? Yo, how the fuck?
I told your crazy ass to stay still.
Hey, yo, bro, how your kneecap fall asleep? I ain't never heard yo.
Shit, God.
I'm coming out there. I'm coming out there. I can't even. My motherfucking kneecap that fell asleep, bro.
Damn,
God damn.
Shit.
Literally.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Kneecap. King B, what's going on, man? My motherfucking kneecap went to sleep.
Stop looking at bus seats, you wouldn't get gangrene.
Hey, bro. Hey, man, I'm back here going through it, big fella. Yeah, my kneecap then went to sleep. I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Yo, I done stood up. I'm cursing my out. I done told her to lock the door, and I cursed down for locking me out back. What the fuck you lock the door? I'm back here going through it, bro.
We muted you just in time before you gave animated cake, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to mute this one.
When I shattered my ankle, bro, like it took 6 surgeries and a year and a half before I could even stand up with unassisted.
That's why I
just stand up. Like I was wheeling around like.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to walk.
Like Drake and Degrassi, that was me.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to walk.
A year and a half, bro.
AZ, red pill or blue pill? Laugh my ass off. Get well, bro.
AP shooter.
Hey, yeah, red pill. You know, I guess we can touch a little before we get the hell up out of here, man. Nipsey Hussle, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, my conscious community out there, please. The government didn't assassinate this man. I done seen posters that started his shit up there. Yo, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's why it's lit. Hey, y'all should do it. Expand your mind, man.
Yeah,
we going to, but I can't.
This week.
These fucking y'all motherfuckers with these conspiracy theories. Like I can't do it. I don't own that much aluminum foil. Y'all know that.
It's all Z's fault. It's all Z's fault.
Hold up. We're gonna have a debate. I think my hand's on that train. We're gonna have a debate.
Hey, bro.
We're gonna have a debate. Let's go.
Hey, listen. You know I'm up by 4 or 5 in the morning. Get my bag. Get my bag, right? I'm reach for my pills by 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. They come post with his shit about the documentary. Yeah, they told that was a government assassination. 5 to the body, 1 to the
over some herbs and spices, bro. They said they killed.
I said, "What was this? Hey, Paul, we ain't about to do this post." Hey, yo, smoke posts is what you call one of them smart dumb motherfuckers.
The internet is dangerous in his hands.
For real, smoke posts is one of them smart dumb motherfuckers. That's my motherfucker, bro. I love him to death, but post be tripping. He be tripping. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody, y'all join the late, man. So everybody in the chat is y'all can take it back and rewind it back to the beginning. I'm back, hopefully, God willing. Like I said, I don't get no infections and nothing like that. I get my staples and everything out, I think on the 11th. Yeah, on the 11th, and I gotta get another surgery, but I gotta learn how to walk again. Literally, I gotta learn how to walk again. Hey, man, before I go, is it mental? I just don't feel comfortable.
Yeah. Yes, it's definitely a mental. Like, you gonna be unstable as shit just because, how you walk is gonna be different. Like, how you walk, how you stand, the thing that you have known your entire life you could do,
bro,
is now you're gonna have to retrain yourself.
Hey, bro, you know I fell as soon as I came home. I fell. If you fall when you come right back to that, bro. I got out the car feeling some dog shit. I'm lying. You know I'm lying. Where she at? I got out the car. Came motherfucker. I'm the black motherfucker on the block. I don't mow no lawn around here. Bro, I feeling some dog shit trying to get in the house. The steps got woozy. The crutches felt like they was made of rubber. I went straight up, bro. I said, oh shit, I'm so scared to hurt myself again with these rods and these pins. I said, man, I gotta learn how to walk all over again, bro.
I didn't sleep in my own bed because I was in my house and it was upstairs, downstairs. I didn't sleep in my own bed for 4 months.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not even going to try to go up these steps.
Yeah.
I tried once. I hit that ground. I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. I went down 2 steps. I was like, nah, I'm Gucci. Yeah. And I'm not even going to attempt this.
Yeah,
like it's one of those things where you just gotta tell yourself, yo, it's temporary. It's temporary.
Yeah. I'm done. I'm gonna give me a little couch or something. It look like Boogie. What's my man named Boogie 228? Fuck. Does he get off that couch, dude? Nope.
Stupid.
But shout out to everybody that rocked out with us live, man. I put it over to the YouTube. Like I said, I'm back. Shout out to like I said, they've been asking me. What's up, my brother AP the shooter? The t-shirt still gonna be sent out to Tim. Oh, hold up. AP the shooter and says about CB.
Yeah, all right. We got that. He's gonna be ready for Expand Your Mind. So AP the shooter with the 50 bits. Dr. CB, bro, Nazi and Nip said, if that get me cause of this shit, ride for me. Yeah, man, I can't even read this
Y'all
shit.
niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is crazy. If you think, let me hold on, what the fuck? Damn, this shit is moving fast. Y'all niggas is crazy if you think it ain't nothing behind that shit. That ninja been in the hood forever, and ain't nobody fuck with that ninja. Now he up out of here. Big pharmaceutical ain't playing with them billions.
Here's the thing: as a nigga from the hood, it only takes the one dude trying to prove
facts.
He got it for you to no longer be here.
Hey,
like these young cats out here. They just trying to prove that they that dude.
Facts.
Like, it has nothing to do with you being from the hood so long, you being the OG is what gives them the want or desire to go after you because
it's like a belt.
You are their proving ground.
I don't have
OG. But if the government really did assassinate him, they wouldn't have just shot him. They would have done something else.
Right. Like you ain't out here seeing. If the government assassinate, because right now it would
have been like a heart attack or some shit.
Right, they can still put out this Dr. CB thing. Like they can still put that out. Like nobody's attacked his character. They just killed him because it was some gang on gang shit. Yeah. That was some young dude trying to prove. Like there was a video of the dude that did it.
Yeah,
bragging about it, live streaming. That's just young stupidity.
And if you've seen the video where there's a video that they show where the dude does it. It's from a distance.
Yeah.
It's too wide open for it to be a government. Somebody else could have had a strap on him and just popped him like pop. You know what I'm saying? I think like Mass brought up a good point. These young cats out here now, they look at the older dude and there's stripes. It's been like that for a while. A lot of my friends got killed just because they used to do shit back in the day. And someone's like, yeah, okay, I'm trying to make a name for myself in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey,
you know
bro, I'm going to listen. Hey, look at me.
He said, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man.
You guys have no idea what I just went through, man. No idea.
Right. Y'all don't understand, like, the reality of the real hood is not what you see in the movies. It's not what you see.
Oh shit! Post up in the chat.
It's reality is reality, and reality is people just do stupid shit for clout.
No, I know, no. This is what I think they get confused. Real talk, right? I think they confuse social media, internet, and what's because you got the hood on social media, but that's not. You know what I mean? They confuse that to what's going on every day. You know what I mean? Of course, that man been in the hood every day. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm motherfuckers out here who for what I've been, you know what I mean? Fuck what I done did. Fuck me being locked up at 14, 15 for murder and all that shit. And when I say that shit, y'all think I be joking and playing. I'm dead ass serious. First time I ever been in prison for a motherfucking homicide at 15 years old. Ran to God, you know what I mean? So again, they confused that because I guess it seems so far fetched. But you know what I mean? But yeah, shit really happening out there.
It's real,
You know what I mean? And listen, it was crazy. We was having an intimate conversation before we go up there, having a little intimate conversation. I was just saying like that, Nip got way too much money to be in the hood, and for a nigga like that to even have access to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just, you know what I mean, unlikely, but like I said, it is what it is.
But you know what happened, Z?
Yeah.
And I was listening to this clip from Lil Boozy, which was a good clip.
Oh, you talking about niggas? Oh, your own
hood said, it's facts. It's facts. My hood mailman, one of the biggest producers that he worked with, Dr. Dre, he had to roll. I mean, he still got people from where
my man named Mailman.
Mailman, yeah.
Did he work on E-Top on Chronic 2000?
Yeah, he was on the second Chronic, and he did In the Beat Club.
Yeah.
For 50 Cent.
Yeah.
He got friends stealing from our hood, but he can't come back because he made it. And Muggs is man. When you're local and you made it, you cool. But when you made it, Muggs is they're plotting on you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
It is what it is. Shout out to my brother Stuart Stokes. He said, "Man, I'm at work, but I would figure I would drop by and give my brother some support. That shit means the world to me. Like I said, man, your boy, hey Stuart, your boys need to get that shirt on the motherfucker on the 10th. Like I said, your shirts is shut. You, AP, the shooter. Actually, I got a couple shirts that's gonna be sent out to you guys on the 10th, man. And hold on, somebody else just.
Stuart Stokes got another one. He says, "I'm a ninja from the hood."
Yeah,
and you're right to a certain extent. Yeah. But they did something else. Yeah. Perfect thing to make it gang related. And trust me, I understand the real hood, bruh. Yeah. I live this shit too. He owned half that shit, that strip, and employed his family and locals working for him. Hey, yo.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Stuart. Hey, you know what? What Nip was doing was, you know, was cool. But it's so small and the ratings go. Well, you know, I can't put all the business out there. But the nigga literally, you know what I mean? Like I said, for the world to be so big, it's a small world. You know what I mean? Basically, somebody that shouldn't even have access to him. Shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, you know, literally. It's just as simple, like you think how far-fetched it mean. It's really something so simple. Literally. You know what I mean? Over some words. And so they got this shit on camera, man. Then he said,
yeah. Oh, shit, Manhattan's here.
Oh, Manhattan's here.
Oh, Lord.
Get ready to debate this shit.
Having lived both sides of this equation, I was in the military and I've done some very questionable shit for this country. Very questionable shit for this country. But having been on both sides of this equation, right now, if the government killed him, they made him a martyr. More than they quieted his sentiment.
Exactly.
Up until today, there's a very, 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 very small percentage of people who knew anything about his documentary.
Facts.
There's a very small.
I didn't know about it.
Who knew anything about the shit he was doing in the hood?
Facts.
But all of that came to light today because he's no longer.
Yes.
Like y'all seeing this backwards. The government would not have wanted to make him a martyr. They would have quieted him down. They would have killed off his message, not him.
Exactly.
Making him a martyr doesn't help the cover up.
Yeah.
That just makes the message bigger.
Yeah.
So, like I said, y'all looking at this from skewed eyes. Like this was just some
looking at the world through
stupid hood shit that shouldn't have happened.
Let's post up with that shit 5 o'clock in the morning.
Post up in the chat talking about it.
No, post up's agreeing with you guys, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Now he is.
We know facts. Right.
Hey, Maz, now he is.
Yeah, we know some hood shit. Like,
you know what I mean? We know some intimate facts. Right. Now he is posting up that motherfucker when it's Jay Leno shit. I'm telling you. Shit.
Hey, man, I think it's about time to end the stream.
Yeah.
He said, my man said, we about to, even Z being in a wheelchair. What? Michael still got no game. You ain't lying about that shit, man.
Facts. This is facts.
For real, man.
This is a factual statement.
Yeah, man. But this was shout out to everybody that rocked out with us live. If you enjoyed the show today, like I said, I'm back. I'll be back tomorrow with some more foolery. I gotta find out if I can sit down and play my game. My kneecap didn't went to sleep. I ain't never seen that before, bro.
Get one of those like air brace things, and you just like put it on a different chair and put your leg up.
Or air brace?
That's what I had to do. Yeah, it's like an air brace. It's like a cradle, and you just put it on the chair, and it'll prop your leg up, and it'll. It's like a air bed, basically, for your.
Yeah, my motherfucker.
They sell it at like.
I can't bend my knee. Like, you know what I mean? I got this. It's not even a cast. It's like a, you know what I mean? Because they got a, what do you call it? Like a splint. So I got to get this shit out. The staples and shit out on the 11th. This shit, my motherfucking kneecap then went to sleep, man. But anyway, listen. Shout out to everybody that rocked out with us live, man. And I'll be back on here tomorrow, man. Dang.